morning, everyone. Myself, Darshna, a nursing tutor in KIN Specialty OBG. So, today we learn about the diagnosis of the pregnancy. Diagnosis of the pregnancy. The reproductive period of a woman begins at menarche and ends in the menopause. It is usually extend from the 13 to 45 years. While biological variation may occur in the different geographical area, pregnancy is a rare below 12 years and beyond the 50 years. So, diagnosis of the pregnancy. During the pregnancy, there will be many signs and symptoms like the objective and subjective symptoms will be changes according to the trimester. That is first trimester, second trimester, and the third trimester. According to trimester, there will be different signs and symptoms will be there during the pregnancy. So today we'll discuss about the diagnosis of pregnancy in the first trimester. First trimester is start from the first to 12 weeks of the pregnancy. In that the first trimester, subjective symptoms are the first one is the amenorrhea, that is absence of the menstruation. Amenorrhea during the reproductive period in an otherwise healthy individual having previous normal periods is likely due to the pregnancy unless provide otherwise. However, the cyclic bleeding may occur up to the 12 weeks of the pregnancy until the decidual space is obliterated by the fusion of decidual vera with the decidual capsularis. In the amenorrhea, it is called as the absence of menstruation. During the pregnancy, the cyclic bleeding may occur up to the 12th week of the pregnancy until the decidual space is obliterated by the fusion of decidua vera with the decidua capsularis. Other symptoms that include the morning sickness. In the morning sickness, especially the nausea and vomiting will be have and is inconsistently present in about the 70% of the cases. More often in the first pregnancy than in the subsequent means the if the mother is having first time pregnancy, that time mother is having the more chances of like in the 70% cases all mother is having the nausea and vomiting in the first pregnancy. It usually appears soon following the missed period and rarely lasts beyond the 16 weeks. After that, the frequency of the micturition is quite troublesome symptoms during the 8 to 12 weeks of the pregnancy. Mother is having frequency of the micturition during the uh, pressure on the uterus or pressure on the bladder wall. Because of that, mother is having the frequency of the maturation during the 8 to 12th week of the pregnancy. It is due to the resting of the bulky uterus. Frequency of the maturation occur due to the resting of the bulky uterus on the fundus of the bladder because of the exaggerated anteverted position of the uterus. Second one is the congestion of the bladder mucosa, and third one is the changes in the maternal osmoregulation causing the increased thirst and the polyuria. As the uterus thinness up after the 12 week, the symptoms disappear. After the uterus will stand up. After the 12 week, the frequency of the maturation will be disappear. Breast comfort, breast discomfort in a form of feeling of fullness and pricking sensation is evidenced as early as 6 to 8 weeks of the pregnancy, especially in the primary gravida. And fatigue is frequent symptoms which may occur early in the pregnancy. In the breast discomfort, mother is having the pricking like sensation and it will be evident in the 6 to 8 weeks of the pregnancy and it will be more in the primary gravida compared to the multigravida. And fatigue is frequent symptoms which may occur early in the pregnancy. Mother is having fatigue early in the pregnancy or early weeks of the pregnancy. Now we'll discuss about the objective sign in the first trimester. In that the first one is breast changes are visible only in the primary gravida is in multipara. So breast changes will be more in the primary gravida compared than the multipara. The breasts are enlarged and often contain milk for the years. The breast changes are evident between the 6 to 8 weeks of the pregnancy and there is enlargement with the vascular engorgement evidenced by the delicate veins visible under the skin. So mainly breast changes will be occur more in the primary gravida and breast changes are evidence from the 6 to 8 weeks of the pregnancy. and the nipple and the alveolar become the more pigmented, especially in the dark woman. In dark woman, nipple and alveolar will be more pigmented, and there will be non-tegmental tubercles are prominent, and thick yellowish secretion can be expressed as early as 12th week. In that the breast changes, the thick yellowish secretion start from the 12th week of the pregnancy. So, and it is also called as the colostrum. Per abdomen, uterus remain a pelvic organ until the 12th week of the pregnancy. It may be just felt per abdomen as a suprapubic bulge. So the uterus will remain in a pelvic organ until the 12th week of the pregnancy. Now the pelvic changes are divides and appear at a different periods. Collectively, this may be informative in arriving at a diagnosis of the pregnancy. In the pelvic changes, first sign is the Jacquemer or Chadwick sign. So, Jacquemer or Chadwick sign means it is a dusky hue of the vestibule and anterior vaginal wall visible at about the 8th week of the pregnancy. So, Jacquemer signs means it is the dusky hue of the vestibule and anterior vaginal wall, and it is visible at the 8th week of the pregnancy. This discoloration is due to the local vascular congestion, means whatever the dusky hue vestibule and the anterior vaginal, that changes will occur due to the discoloration of the local vascular congestion. Now, vaginal sign. In vaginal sign, apart from the bluish discoloration of the anterior vaginal wall, the vaginal wall becomes the softened and copious non-irritating mucus discharge appears at the 6 weeks of the pregnancy, and there is increased pulsation felt to the lateral fornix at 8th week, and it is called the Osiander sign. So Osiander signs means there is the increased pulsation to the lateral fornix it, and it is evidence at 8 weeks of the pregnancy. So that is called the Osiander signs. Cervical sign include, there is main one cervical sign, that is the Goodell sign. Goodell sign means the cervix becomes soft as early as 6th week of the pregnancy. So it is called the Goodell sign, means softening of the cervix. A little earlier in the multipara, the pregnant cervix feels like the lip of mouth, while in the non-pregnant state, like that tip of the nose. In the pregnancy stage, the cervix will feel lips of the mouth, and in the non-pregnant state, the cervix will feel tip of the nose, tip of the nose like the somewhat hard touch. And on specular examination, the bluish discoloration of the cervix is visible. It is due to the increased vascularity. Through the specular examination, the cervix will be bluish discoloration, and it is due to the increased vascularity around that area. Now the uterine sign indicate the size, shape, and consistency. So size of the uterus will be changes according to the gestational weeks. So at the 6 weeks, the uterus size will be hen's egg. At the 8th week, the uterus size will be like cricket ball, and at the 12th week, the uterus size will be like the fetal head. So when the hen's egg, hen's egg at the 6 weeks, cricket ball at the 8th week, and the fetal head at the 12th week. The pyriform shape of the non-pregnant uterus become globular at 12th week of the pregnancy. There may be asymmetrical enlargement of the uterus if there is lateral implantation, and it is called the fish cake signs. If the mother is having asymmetrical enlargement of the uterus, and if there is the lateral implantation, so it is called the fish cake sign, where one half is more firm than the other half. As pregnancy advances, symmetry is restored. The pregnant uterus feels soft and elastic. Now, the Hagar sign means it is present in the 2/3 of the cases. It can be demonstrated between the 6 to 10 weeks of the pregnancy. A little earlier in the multipara, this sign is based on the fact that upper part of the body of the uterus is enlarged by the growing fetus. So, uh, upper part of the body of the uterus is enlarged because of the fetus is growing, and lower part of the body is empty and extremely soft, and the cervix is comparatively frame because of the variation in the consistency on by manual examination. So Hegel sign means if the Hegel signs mean upper part of the body of the uterus is enlarged by the growing fetus, lower part of the body is empty and extremely soft, and the cervix is comparatively firm. And Hegel sign must be demonstrated between the 6 to 10 weeks of the pregnancy. A palmar sign means the regular rhythmic uterine contraction can be elicited during the bimanual examination as early as 4 to 8 weeks of the pregnancy. So palmar sign means there will be regular and rhythmic uterine contraction during the 4 to 8 weeks of the pregnancy. So in this class we learn about what all are the subjective symptoms and objective signs will be occur in the first trimester of the pregnancy. So thank you class.